All right, so you start with the slip stitch. So you fold it over, or make it into curly Q, fold it over, pull it through. Okay. Then you're going to chain 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8. Okay, so there you go. You have your chain of 8. And what I would recommend is go ahead and mark the second stitch here. So not the one that the loop is coming out of, but the one right here, because you're going to need that later on in the pattern. All right, so you have your chain of 8, and then it says for round 2, 3 single stitches. And so what that means is you're going to single stitch into the back loop. So where you put that stitch marker, you're going to put right here, and you're going to do a single crochet. Okay, and then you do another one. Remember to do it a little bit lower this time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And if it's easier to like mark every single one of these stitches, that might be easiest. All right, so you've done your 3, and the next one says 3 single stitch in the same stitch. So we're gonna, right here, we're gonna do 1. Okay, 2. And last but not least, 3. Okay, so you can already see it's starting to kind of make a V-ish shape. Okay, and then we're gonna do 2 single stitches. Oops. One. This is the part where like the whole thing can be a little tricky to hold and do at the same time. 2. Okay, and then the last one says 3 single stitches in the last stitch. So we got one more stitch right here. So we're gonna put it in. We're gonna do 3 in this one. Oh, my tension's terrible, but oh well. You'll be able to figure it out when you do it. 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you've been working on, so this first one is called the foundation chain, and you were crocheting into just the back loops. So you can kind of see here's the other part of the foundation chain. So you're actually going to turn this around, boop, 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 okay? So now you're gonna start crocheting the other direction, and then you're gonna do 5. So you can see into all of the back loops. And this is where maybe having marked all the loops would have been helpful, because you're like, which one was the stitch I just did? So here's that first stitch we're doing that 3 into. Sorry, hold on, I'm gonna redo it here. So we're gonna do 1 single crochet into this. All right, and you're gonna go to the next one. So you can see here's that loop. Three. Four. Make sure I'm not messing this up. I think I missed one actually, but that's okay. 5. I don't have a lot of stitch markers, so kind of winging it. All right, and then another 3 into the last one. Oh, I guess I did do it right. So I'll do 1. Sorry. Or an increase, sorry. 1, 2. Okay. And then a slip stitch. So that's why we marked the first one here, because it wants you to do a slip stitch into the first round of 2. That's why I just went ahead and had you mark it. And so slip stitch this through. All right, so let's see if we did okay. It should look kind of like a V. There we go. All right, and then you're just gonna invisible fasten off, so you will pull this through and you can fasten it off right over here. So it may be really helpful, the second time I've done this, it may be really helpful for the foundation chain to just mark them all. So if you go back, let's just frog this real quick. So what I would recommend is go ahead and just mark each one of these on the foundation chain with your stitch markers. So then that way when you go back, you know exactly, okay, like, okay, here is where this one is, because even as you could see, I was having a hard time seeing exactly where they all went, and so that will help you. So hopefully this was helpful. If not, I can try to redo this a little bit slower.